Shalom. This is Shalom from the Great Millstone Atlanta Church. Before I get into this lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace, safety, much love, and blessings to the elect of Israel that consist of mainly you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and also you Israelite foreigners that like the other nations that's joined to us. To you I say Shalom. And this lesson is going to be mainly focused on the fall of Babylon. But as we see from this article here, thehill.com is talking about the mandate. So you have, as you see in the headline, 2,000 firefighters take medical leave as Vanessa mandate takes effect in New York City. And that's not only New York City. That's different cities all around. It's big over in California right now. Chicago is falling apart at a fast pace with all the officers not reporting and not complying with the mandates. So we see this thing. We're pretty much living in the first few verses of 2nd Esdras chapter 15, which I'm gonna get later. So I'm going to start with this article. It says more than 2,000 New York City firefighters took medical leave this past week as the deadline showing proof of full Vanessa has passed, and city workers who failed to comply with the mandate now face being placed on unpaid leave. So 2,000 firefighters. I believe it was 26 total firehouses that's about to shut down. Man, that's big. That's really big. It's a lot of police officers that's not complying as well. So, I mean, what are you people gonna do when there's an emergency? You know, when your house is on fire, when someone is when crime is going on, someone gets murdered. You know, also car accidents. You know, the fire truck shows up. Because firefighters don't just put out fires. They rush to certain emergencies, and they perform medical duties as well. So you got the fire. You have the firemen that have the ambulances as well. So that's pretty big. Pretty much 911 is just going to disappear. And this is, as we see this, how everything is going to play out. Of course, they're going to bring those foreign troops in. I don't even think, people speak about the, what's the group of people, the National Guards, coming into play. But it may not even be that many National Guards to cover the whole area. And those are really regular old people that that has a title that pretty much when they're called they come into service. But this thing is it's looking nasty. Yeah, and to us, men, women, and children that knows the truth and that's looking forward to the promise, this is really good news for us. This is showing us that our salvation is closer than we know it, than we know. Because it seems like the way things are going now, any minute everything could just unfold and shut down. A lot of people are going to take their kids out of these schools because they now approve the Vanessa for children ages, I want to say 5 to 11, and they're gonna start trying to sneak it into these schools and push these mandates on your children. So it's gonna be every man for himself real soon. So I just wanted to get this article real quick. Now I want to get some scriptures. This is really big. Hey, look at these Karens out here that like to call the police when they see Jake, pretty much minding his own business. These people gonna start losing their mind or either take actions into their own hands. It's gonna grow, it's gonna get bigger, and next thing you know, it's gonna be civil wars out here. Like I said, every man for himself. And let's go to 2nd Ezra chapter 15. And let me see. I'm going to go down to, I want to say about 13 and 14. 14 and 15. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another people with swords in their hand." Hey, that's about to happen real soon. Because look, when there are no workers, there's no food. These stores are going to shut down. These stores are going to get ran through. And that's another thing. That's a whole nother topic with the store shelves being empty and the food are just being stored in warehouses. It's almost like they getting ready to ship people off to these concentration camps because they see what's about to take place. Verse 16, "For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power." Yeah, we see this happening with less officers on the road, no fire department, or less firefighters. Not only that, the medical field. The medical field is these hospitals and clinics. They're revolving doors. People coming in and out. People quitting after after working for a month because they're overworked and not getting enough, not getting paid for what they're doing. The cost of living is sky high. You pretty much have to work about maybe you can't work a regular old 40-hour job, 40 hours a week job to survive now. You have to have a spouse or have a roommate or somebody just to live in a small apartment because of the cost of living. Food has skyrocketed. Hey man, this thing is going down real quick. Hey, next thing you know, those missiles are gonna be on the way, and that's what we're looking for. So verse 17, 18, and 19, and then I'm gonna jump over to Jeremiah. It says, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." And this pride in all of these cities. People right now thinking that nothing can happen to them. Long as they got 911, long as they got a few police officers. But look at what this mandate is doing. It's narrowing all of that down. So hey, these people that have this high level of pride, they're gonna be real low real soon. Verse 19, "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor." Yep, because when that famine come, what Jake gonna do? He gonna start running up in these houses. Running up in these houses, taking whatever they can take, killing whoever they can kill, killing the children, raping the women. And Jake gonna go crazy out here in that day. Not only Jake, but these other nations also. Esau real good for that. That's how he got this whole country. "But shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and for great tribulation." Hey, that is right around the corner, man. This winter is going to be something different. This winter coming up, if we even make it to the winter, it's going to be on a whole different level. All of these survival movies, these doomsday movies, it's about to be reality out here real soon. Let's go to Jeremiah real quick. I believe it's Jeremiah 51. In verse 8, it says, "Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed." These people, they so caught up in their own thing. They not even really looking at trying to turn this place around. So when that main destruction come, they're not going to want to turn this place around and get it back up and running because it's wicked as hell. It says, take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed. Verse 9, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and now and let us go every man into his own country, for her judgment reaches unto the heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. Yeah, because this place is pumping more and more wickedness. You know, everywhere you look, you see the alphabet crew. You know, I'm not even going to go into what that is. You already know what that is. You know, that's being pushed on a high level. I was on this social media site, and that's all I seen. And I'm trying to figure out how to get this stuff off of my feed, stuff that I don't even look at, just popping up. They pushing it on a high level. And it's I mean, it's no coincidence. They doing this on purpose. You know, the more they can keep Jake down, the longer they can keep this place going. Because as soon as these people know exactly what they're doing. I'm talking about Esau Edom, the so-called white man. He know exactly who we are. And he know as long as he keep us down and wicked and keep the elect asleep of what's the real truth, the longer his kingdom can go on. You know, this is the most sinful place on the planet. You know, so I pretty much made the point. You know, this place is falling down at a fast rate. You know, things are actually happening faster than I thought. You know, when you first hear the scriptures, you're like, yeah, this is, you know, we don't see. I want to say about 5 years ago when I first heard the truth, I'm like, man, we're not gonna see 10 years, maybe 2 years after that. I'm like, man, we're not gonna see 5 years from now, and another 2 years after that. A few years after that, you know, up until today, I'm like, man, this place, the days are numbered on this place. Esau is running on borrowed time, and next thing you know, hey, Yahweh Shai is gonna be here. So that's even more reason to be as perfect as we can, to please the Lord as much as we can, to remember to pray, fast if you have to, and keep these commandments to the best of your ability. So I pray that this is edifying to the elect, only to the elect, because that's really all that matters, and the hopeful elect. No one else matters. The 2/3, we pretty much care less about y'all. You know, we really don't know who the 2/3 are, because a lot of our people are still asleep. You know, but hey, the 1/3 is waking up. The quicker the 1/3 wake up, the faster this place is gonna be destroyed. That's why Esau try and keep this truth out of the media. You know, you don't see Israelites on the news, even though we out there week in and week out. You know, nonstop, sometimes twice a week. You know, in every city, you can't miss us. But people try and ignore us because they don't want this word getting out. But hey, with that, I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Bashim Rakak with Dash. Double honors to my elders and apostles, a great millstone that taught us this truth. Shalom to the elect and a Baba Ball.